Then I slept, and dreamed again. I saw the same two pilgrims going down the mountains along the highway towards the celestial city. Now, a little below these mountains, on the left hand, lies the country of Conceit. From this country a little crooked lane enters the narrow way in which the pilgrims were walking. Here they met with a very boisterous lad named Ignorance, who came out of that country. So Christian asked him where he came from, and where he was going. Ignorance, sir, I was born in the country which lies yonder, a little on the left hand, and I am going to the celestial city. Christian, you may find some difficulty there. How do you suppose that you will enter the gate of the celestial city? Ignorance, just as other good people do. Christian, but what evidence have you to show at that gate, which will allow you to enter there? Ignorance, I know my Lord's will, and have lived a good life. I pay every man his due. I pray, fast, pay tithes, and give alms. Also, I have left my country for the very purpose of going there. Christian, but you did not come in at the narrow gate at the head of this way. You came into the way through that crooked lane. Therefore, I fear, however you may think of yourself, when the reckoning day shall come, that you will be charged with being a thief and a robber, rather than being admitted into the city. Ignorance, gentlemen, I do not know you, for you are utter strangers to me. You be content to follow the religion of your country, and I will follow the religion of mine. I trust that all will be well for each of us. And as for the narrow gate which you speak of, all the world knows that it is a great way off from our country. I do not think that any of my countrymen even know the way to it. Nor does it matter whether they do or not, since we have, as you see, a fine pleasant green lane, which comes down from our country into the way. When Christian saw that the man was wise in his own eyes, he whispered to Hopeful, there is more hope for a fool than for him. Even as he walks along the road, the fool lacks sense and demonstrates how foolish he is. Shall we talk with him more, or leave him to think about what he has already heard, and then afterwards see if we can help him any further? Then Hopeful answered, let Ignorance a little while now muse on what is said, and let him not refuse good counsel to embrace, lest he remain still ignorant of what's the chief gain. God says, those who no understanding have, although he made them he will not save. Hopeful further added, I do not think that it is good to tell him everything at once. Let us pass him by and talk with him later, as he is able to bear it.